Hey, what's up you guys, it's your boy Drew here back again with another video for all you American soccer fans out there. And as you can see in this video, I got my 2019 Gold Cup US Men's National Team roster ready to go for you guys right here. And we'll get to that in a second. But first, if you guys have been subscribed to the channel, and if you've been watching, which if you're not subscribed, you definitely should be, we were talking about every single position. We broke all the players down out of this 40-man roster that Greg Berhalter announced for the Gold Cup this summer. But obviously, we can't take 40 men to this Gold Cup, so we gotta slim it down to 23 dudes. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about the 23 guys I chose to represent the national team for the U.S. in this Gold Cup. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Look, yeah, I'm not gonna go too into depth with it because I already talked about these players a lot in depth, as much as I could in previous videos, so definitely check those videos out. If you guys don't know where to find them, go to the channel, or I'll leave a link. The link is down below in the description. And if I'm too close to the microphone, I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've recorded some FIFA gameplay. So, I think that the best, or I thought at least that the best lineup that the US men's national team could put up is a 4-2-3-1. I just think it's just more comfortable, it's more secure. That means we can get a lot out of the midfield. We can hold a lot of midfield like possession. And I'll get to that in a second. I just think that for the players that we have called up, this lineup really helps out a lot. And if not, then I'm going to switch it to a 4-3-3 formation and show you guys how that's going to look like in a second. But first, let's go through the roster. We got Gyasi Zardes up here at the striker. Jonathan Lewis, because like I said, he's impressed me a lot every time he's played so far for the national team. Darlington Nagbe as an attacking midfielder, because from what I realized, we actually don't have an attacking midfielder like who's an actually attacking midfielder. I mean, Darlington Nagbe can do that position, and so could I think Christian Pulisic has played there a couple times for the national team. So you can alternate these if you want, but why would you? You know, I think Christian Pulisic is much better on the wings, and I just want to keep him on the wings. And a big change you can see here is I've got Tyler Adams not in the right back position as Greg Berhalter likes to play him in. I've got him more in his natural position where he plays week in, week out for his club, Schalke, in the Bundesliga as a center defensive midfielder. I just think he's much better in the midfield. He's so creative. He's so good on the ball. He's good at holding possession. He's good at picking out key passes. Why not just keep him in his natural position? I've seen a couple of you guys also comment that you want Tyler Adams to stay in that position, so I totally agree. Your boy Drew agrees. I got him and our other young prospect, Weston McKennie here, holding in that midfield. I think that's going to be the midfield for the national team for years to come if they both stay healthy and if they both keep progressing the way they are now. So, that's the midfield. We got, for left back, we were kind of short on left backs. When I play my FIFA games, I play with a 3 at the back, like 3-5-2. Like, I hate the fullbacks because I feel like it's so hard to find good fullbacks. So, and it's also hard to find good fullbacks for the national team. So we got Lovitz here, we got Walker Zimmerman and Aaron Long as my two main center back duo for the whole Gold Cup, hopefully, and Reggie Cannon to take Tyler Adams' right back spot. So now we got Zach Steffen, of course, the GOAT so far right now for goalkeepers. Sorry, Bill Hamid, if you're watching, which I'm sure you're not, but we got my boy Jordan Morris here as a backup to Zardes or even Christian Pulisic. Same with Areola. This no-face here is actually Tyler Boyd, that new player who recently switched from New Zealand to represent, the United States of America. So clearly FIFA didn't update that yet, so I had to really make my own character of Tyler Boyd. So that's that. We got Paul Areola here. I think he's a pretty good winger. We got Michael Bradley as a good veteran for this national team, which has, at least in my lineup, has a lot of youth and young players here, and a lot of players who are still fitting into the national team stage. So I think Michael Bradley was a really good veteran and has good leadership qualities to keep those players, in line, I guess. I got Sean Johnson as my backup keeper to Steffen, Matt Miazga as a backup center back, and Anthony Robinson from Everton as my backup left back, or maybe even my starter to see, we can always alternate that. Some reserve players here we got Christian Ramirez. Why not? He's totally having a great season so far for LAFC. So obviously got to pick him in the lineup. Got Will Trapp, another good anchor in midfield, along with Christian Roldan. I think both of them actually play well together as well. And we got Miles Robinson from Atlanta United, who is a very young center back so far, but I think he's showing a lot of prospect, like a lot of potential, in his chances that he's getting for Atlanta. Even though Atlanta haven't had the best start of the season, they're slowly getting there, and I think Miles Robinson is playing his part to help Atlanta reach those heights again. And of course, we got Ethan Horvath as my third choice goalkeeper. So, I'm sure a lot of you guys are kind of not fond of my lineup, but that's the lineup I picked so far. Out of all the players that were called up, obviously we got players like Jonathan Brooks, DeAndre Yedlin, who are both injured, so we can't put them in here. And we also got players like Paxton Pomykal, who is actually playing for the under-20s, so that's why he's not there, and Timothy Weah as well. So they're both playing in the under-20 World Cup right now, so good luck to them over there, which I'm going to start to try to cover as much as possible during with my schedule stuff, whatever. So we'll make some videos, don't worry, but you got to be subscribed if you want to watch them. So let's, real quick before we go, let's see how it would look if we switch a formation to a 4-3-3. I guess we could do like a 4-3-3 holding, but why not? We're Americans, we want to attack, so all we want to do is attack. So why not switch us to a 4-3-3 attack? Let's do that. Nothing else really much changed except the players just moved up more. We can have Tyler Adams and Darnton Nagbe as with Wes McKennie as a 3 trio in the midfield. And it doesn't matter which kind of 4-3 you have. I just always want my 3 players to be these 3 guys right now in midfield. So I think that's always a good thing. Zardes, Jonathan Lewis, great on the wing so far. He's showing great potential. Christian Pulisic, like I said, belongs on the wing, so keep him on the wings. Tyler Adams belongs in midfield, so please, Berhalter, keep him in midfield. I know it's hard to do because we really have a shortage of right backs. So, I got this young Reggie Cannon here holding the line right now for right back because I really don't see anyone else. I guess you could put Paul Arriola there. No, he could play some right back positions for the national team, but why would you? He's better up front. I guess you can switch it out. Put Tyler Boyd instead of Jonathan Lewis as a winger, but like I said, he's still fresh to the national team. Tyler Boyd, fresh to representing America. So I think we just got to ease him in there, and then it'll all work out. And if, Christian Pulisic gets tired, we'll get Jordan Morris in there as a winger. I think he does really well on the right flank. Or if you guys want to go friggin' crazy, we can just do a 4-2-2 and just freaking have at it like that. This looks perfect. Look at this. Jordan Morris and Yazzie Zardes up front with Christian Pulisic, Tyler Boyd. You know what? I actually like that because we have our 2 anchors right here. We got our 2 attacking wingers right here who I hope track back as well. And we got our 2 boys up front with good pace and good strength to get at the back lines of every CONCACAF team in this Gold Cup. So that's pretty much it. Wow, I did that in one take. That's pretty impressive. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your lineups down below. Organize them nice and neat like that. Start the goalkeeper, the defenders, blah, 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 as much as you could. You didn't really have to. I just was messing around. So anyway, that's my lineup. Let me know what you guys think of it. Is it totally terrible? Which formation you think best fits the national team right now? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for kicking it with me. And guess what? I'll see you next time. Bye.